Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, General Hospital Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. General Hospital spoilers reveal that 4 disastrous decisions could soon explode into major consequences. Some missteps are bound to bring deep regret, so let's dive into the questionable choices being made and the Port Charles residents who may soon wish they had acted differently. For starters, Sonny Corinthos has been delaying his much-needed heart surgery as he continues investigating the penthouse explosion. The longer Sonny puts this off, the higher the risk of him facing a serious cardiac event, one he may not recover from so easily. It's entirely possible Sonny could collapse again, and this time under even more dangerous circumstances. A couple of pills might not save him the next time around, so Sonny could be headed for a medical emergency that lands him on the operating table urgently. His loved ones may be left fearing for his life and questioning whether he'll pull through. On top of that, Sonny may have to undergo this ASAP surgery right there in Port Charles instead of traveling for it as he originally planned. Although Sonny is expected to survive this ordeal, news of his heart condition could spread, alerting enemies who may view him as vulnerable and try to move in on his territory. That could put those closest to Sonny in harm's way, making this delay an even more dangerous gamble. We also need to talk about Willow Corinthos and her questionable decision to sign legal papers that name Drew Cain as guardian of her kids in case something happens to her. Given Drew's recent actions, Willow might come to regret not reading the fine print more carefully. There's always a possibility that Drew may have added unexpected clauses Willow wasn't aware of. Even so, the arrangement as it stands seems shaky, especially since Michael Corinthos likely retains parental rights. Jack Brennan has dropped some strong hints about Drew making an overreach that could end up working in Carly Spencer's favor. These documents could end up being a legal mess that jeopardizes Willow's custody situation, and she might deeply regret trusting Drew so easily. It also seems like a risky move for Kai Taylor to dismiss Portia Robinson's warnings and overlook the red flags that Trina Robinson is trying to point out. Kai thinks he's making the right call, but if this cutting-edge procedure fails, he might regret not listening to those who care about him. The more Kai talks about being a comeback success story, the more it seems like he's headed for a crushing disappointment. GH spoilers hint that Kai's surgery might not go as planned, potentially leaving him sidelined from football permanently, or even facing more serious physical setbacks, depending on the outcome. Finally, we have Alexis Davis, who believes she's helping Christina Corinthos Davis by paying off Ava Jerome's divorce settlement in exchange for her silence. However, Alexis may later regret not following Diane Miller's advice about seeking professional help for Christina. Christina's behavior has raised concern before, and if she finds out about the blackmail, it could lead to another dangerous outburst. Eventually, the truth about the car crash will have to come to light, and if Christina is involved, she could be looking at serious legal consequences. General Hospital spoilers say tough times are ahead for several Port Charles characters as the fallout from their decisions comes crashing down. General Hospital reveals that Dante Falconeri's birthday celebration will get underway, while cowboy Cody Bell steps in for a heroic moment. Carly Spencer will also get 2 surprise visitors. To begin with, Cody will show up on horseback and notice someone in need of help. There's a strong possibility it'll be Molly Lansing Davis, as GA spoilers suggest Cody will come to her aid during Thursday's episode. Meanwhile, Curtis Ashford will let Jordan Ashford know that his cooperation isn't without conditions. It seems Curtis may catch on to Jordan's latest involvement with Jen Sidwell and will lay out his terms if she wants him to support her plan. Elsewhere, Brooklyn Quartermain will get emotional as Harrison Chase opens up about his hopes for their future. Chase will ask whether Brooklyn shares his vision, and it looks like they'll find common ground as they look ahead to their next chapter and the family they're eager to build together. Over with Felicia Scorpio, she'll stop by to see Carly and make a heartfelt request. That could tie in with lingering concerns about Jack Brennan, especially if Felicia feels the need to warn Carly about being cautious with this new connection in her life. Felicia will also talk with Carly about something that could turn out to be a positive opportunity for her family, so expect Felicia to share her perspective, and some will also drop in on Carly to bring up Jason Morgan and whether there's tension brewing with Marco Rios. Carly might admit she's been out of the loop, prompting Lucas to fill her in on the confrontation he witnessed between Jason and Marco. At the law office, Marco will question whether Alexis Davis plans to resign her job offer. Since he'll give Alexis something to mull over, he might just succeed in convincing her he still deserves a spot on the team. Over at Sonny Corinthos' place, he'll host Dant's birthday party. Olivia Quartermaine will be part of the fun, along with many of Dante's close friends and family. Today's GH preview video teases Lulu Spencer's presence at the celebration, though Sonny may offer a lighthearted comment about Dant showing up soon. General Hospital spoilers say this gathering could set the stage for a few surprises. General Hospital reveals that Drew Kane made his pick for the new mayor, while Jason Morgan confronted Marco Rios, and Jen Sidwell moved forward with another strategic blow aimed at Sonny Corinthos. Over at Elizabeth Baldwin's place, Lucky Spencer attempted to convince Amy Driscoll that he was more than capable of taking care of Liz. However, Amy wasn't budging, so Liz texted Lucas Jones with a subtle 911 message to get him to show up. Lucas arrived and told Amy she was urgently needed back at GH, giving Liz the space she wanted. At Laura Collins' press conference, Ezra Boyle challenged Laura with some pointed questions about the Esplanade referendum and hinted that she might be too closely aligned with Sonny. Ezra also implied that Laura was being too lenient on crime and then brought Jordan Ashford into the spotlight for her opinion. In a stunning twist, Jordan revealed she didn't support Laura's stance and publicly resigned from her position. After the press conference, Anna Devane questioned Jordan, trying to understand why she made such a bold choice. Curtis Ashford was also curious and cautious about Jordan's surprising decision and the reasoning behind it. Later, Jordan met up with Laura once more to formally hand over her resignation. She explained that her move was meant to spark a genuine reaction from Laura, which she felt was necessary. They wished each other well before Jordan, now the former deputy mayor, departed. Back at the Quartermaine mansion, Jen Sidwell met with Tracy Quartermaine to discuss their shared frustration and floated the idea of teaming up to push Sonny out as an investor in deception. While Tracy admitted she never wanted Sonny involved in the first place, she was clear that she didn't trust Sidwell either. When Sidwell learned about Jordan's resignation, he quickly contacted her and suggested they talk about what might come next for her. Meanwhile, Ezra and Drew discussed the fallout from Laura's press conference. Drew was already laying the groundwork to get Ezra elected as the next mayor and encouraged him to continue following his lead. At Sonny's place, Jason was present when Diane Miller brought Marco over for an introduction. Sonny revealed that Marco was actually Sidwell's son, which caught Diane off guard. She had no idea about the connection. After Marco left, Diane offered to cut ties with him immediately, but Sonny had a different approach and dispatched Jason to get answers. Their conversation shifted to the potential loss of access to the piers, an important part of Sonny's business operations. With Diane acknowledging her legal limitations, she suggested Sonny might have to reconsider his strategy if the referendum didn't work in his favor. At the law office, Jason pressed Marco for details about why he took the job. Marco gave a seemingly innocent explanation, but Jason wasn't convinced. Jason also brought up the penthouse explosion that injured Michael Corinthos and noted that Sidwell had entered the picture shortly thereafter. Now, with Sidwell's son working for Sunny's attorney, Jason saw too many suspicious connections to ignore. After issuing a few stern warnings, Jason exited as Lucas walked in and immediately sensed the tension. Jason hinted that Lucas might be able to get more information from Marco than he could. According to General Hospital spoilers, Marco and Lucas' budding relationship is about to face some serious complications. General Hospital spoilers reveal a brand new clip. The teaser features Jen Sidwell meeting with Tracy Quartermaine, while Diane Miller reacts with alarm. Meanwhile, Jordan Ashford opens up to Anna Devane about her recent choices. Let's dive into what viewers can expect on today's dramatic episode. We begin with Diane, who receives some deeply troubling news. In the clip, her eyes widen with disbelief. The high-powered attorney firmly declares she's going to cut ties with him, referring to Marco Rios. Upon learning that Marco is actually Sidwell's son, Diane becomes determined to remove him from her circle. She even shares her intentions with Sonny Corinthos. However, Sonny may propose an alternative. Rather than dismissing Marco, Sonny might prefer keeping him close to gather intel. He'll want to find out what Macro is really doing at Diane's office, and what Sidwell could be orchestrating behind the scenes. This situation might also tie into Jason Morgan's ongoing investigation. Sonny could ask Jason to question Marco about his true purpose in Port Charles. Marco might claim his presence is innocent, but Sonny and Jason will likely remain cautious. Over at the Quartermaine mansion, Tracy finds herself intrigued when Sidwell drops by. While she maintains a composed demeanor, she knows better than to trust easily. Sidwell is quickly building connections around town, and perhaps too quickly. He'll attempt to find common ground with Tracy. Although he presents himself as charming and cooperative, viewers know he may have deeper motivations and a hidden agenda. General Hospital spoilers also reveal that Elizabeth Liz Baldwin continues her recovery at home after her recent hospital stay. Lucky Spencer remains by her side, committed to helping her heal. In the teaser, he gently tells Liz that everything that's happening is part of his broader plan. Meanwhile, Jordan is moving forward with a bold strategy despite the potential fallout. Her latest maneuver has placed her at odds with the mayor. The latest spoilers reveal that a surprising connection will form between Sidwell and Tracy. Diane's life hangs precariously in the balance after a deliberate poisoning, and a volatile confrontation is brewing between Jordan and Anna. In a twist that is sure to leave viewers reeling, Ned Quartermaine, now believed to be Eddie Main by those around him, will start the day with a visit from Tracy Quartermaine. Sources report that Tracy, having recently returned to Port Charles with a hidden agenda, will unexpectedly cross paths with Sidwell, likely at or near the Metrocourt Hotel. While the exact circumstances of their meeting remain shrouded in secrecy, the spoilers hint at a developing bond. Tracy has shown an increased affinity for Ned since he has been claiming to be Eddie Main, so she may be drawn to Sidwell, who is exhibiting some of the same behaviors of old Ned. The spoilers suggest that their connection will be driven by a shared desire. What remains unclear is the nature of this desire. Could Tracy see Sidwell as a pawn in her complex game, a means to an end in her quest for power and influence within the Quartermaine Empire? Or could there be a genuine sense of understanding and perhaps even sympathy between the two characters? Tracy, despite her often Machiavellian tendencies, has demonstrated moments of surprising empathy in the past, particularly when family is involved. The potential ramifications of this alliance are significant. Tracy has a long history of manipulating situations to her advantage, and if she were to bring Sidwell into her machinations, it could have far-reaching consequences for the residents of Port Charles. Sidwell, still navigating the complexities of his new identity, could be easily swayed by Tracy's experience. Viewers should be prepared for a storyline filled with intrigue, deception, and the potential for both personal and professional fallout. This unexpected pairing could be a game changer in the ongoing power struggles within the Quartermaine family and beyond. The drama intensifies as Diane Miller, Port Charles's sharpest legal mind, continues to fight for her life after being deliberately poisoned. The shocking revelation of the poisoning, which occurred in an earlier episode, has sent shockwaves through the community, leaving viewers desperate to know if she will survive. Spoilers suggest that her condition will worsen, forcing those around her to make difficult decisions. The urgency of the situation will be palpable, with medical professionals battling to identify the poison and administer the appropriate antidote. The clock is ticking, and every second counts as Diane's life hangs in the balance. The emotional toll on her loved ones, particularly Robert Scorpio and Alexis Davis, will be significant. Robert, known for his stoicism and dedication to justice, will be visibly shaken by Diane's plight. His determination to bring the perpetrator to justice will be unwavering, fueled by his deep affection for Diane. Alexis, Diane's close friend and confidant, will grapple with a mix of grief, anger, and helplessness. Her legal expertise will be put to the test as she assists in the investigation and seeks to uncover the truth behind the poisoning. The identity of the person responsible for Diane's poisoning remains a burning question. Suspects abound, and the motivations for such a heinous act are varied. A disgruntled former client seeking revenge, or perhaps a rival lawyer who feels threatened by Diane's success. The investigation will be a winding road filled with red herrings and shocking revelations. The possibility of Diane's termination is a somber one, and the impact on the Port Charles community would be profound. Diane is not only a respected lawyer, but also a valued friend and confidant to many. Her loss would leave a void that would be difficult to fill. The coming days will be filled with anxiety and uncertainty as viewers wait with bated breath to see if Diane can overcome this life-threatening ordeal. This storyline promises to be one of the most emotionally charged in recent memory, testing the bonds of friendship, loyalty, and love in the face of adversity. The already strained relationship between Jordan Ashford and Anna Devane is set to explode as the two women engage in a heated confrontation. The tension has been building for weeks, fueled by suspicion, mistrust, and conflicting agendas. Spoilers indicate that the confrontation will stem from lingering questions about Anna's past and her alleged involvement in shady dealings. Jordan, as police commissioner, is responsible for upholding the law and protecting the citizens of Port Charles. Her suspicions about Anna's activities have been growing, leading her to believe that Anna is concealing vital information that could jeopardize the safety of the community. Anna, on the other hand, is fiercely protective of her secrets and believes that she is acting in the best interests of everyone involved. She may resent Jordan's scrutiny and perceive it as an unwarranted intrusion into her personal life. The clash between their differing perspectives and their deeply ingrained stubbornness will create a volatile situation. The confrontation is likely to be charged with emotion, as both women express their frustrations and accusations. Jordan will demand answers from Anna, pressing her to reveal the truth about her past. Anna, in turn, may accuse Jordan of overstepping her bounds and unfairly targeting her. The exchange could be explosive, with both women digging in their heels and refusing to back down. The ramifications of this confrontation could be significant. If Jordan is unable to gain Anna's trust, it could lead to a formal investigation and potentially damaging consequences for Anna. The fallout could also affect their personal relationship, further widening the divide between them. The animosity between Jordan and Anna threatens to derail important investigations and create instability within the Port Charles Police Department. Their ability to work together effectively is essential to maintaining law and order in the community, and their ongoing feud could have far-reaching repercussions. This clash of wills promises to be a pivotal moment in the storylines of both Jordan and Anna, forcing them to confront their own demons and reevaluate their relationships with each other and with the truth. Continue to monitor Curtis's progress as he navigates his recovery journey. He will have his good days and his bad days, and those close to him will rally around him for support and encouragement. Sonny continues to operate in a cloud of uncertainty. Keep an eye on who will come to his aid. Ava and Austin are working hard at the hospital and on their relationship. So far, her plan seems to be producing results. Still, in a telling moment from the preview, Jordan confides in Anna, saying that looking the other way just doesn't work for me anymore. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.